Today, Kent County is under a river flood warning through the rest of this week.
News 8's Byron Tollefson is live in Plainfield Township, where the flooding has already closed some roads. Byron.
It's tough for residents it's tough for Plainfield Township residents here on Conkle Drive to get to their homes. Take a look at this. This road has been completely submerged in water. We just saw one resident park her car here and walk right on through, the water splashing above her knees. As she says, this happens from time to time. This just happens as this road has been overtaken by water. The snow from the recent winter storm continues to melt in West Michigan, and with temperatures expected to stay above freezing all week and water levels rising, a river flood warning is now in effect in Kent County through Sunday evening.
That's melting, and then anytime you get new precipitation on top of that, the rivers are a little bit saturated. There's just too much water in the system right now.
The National Weather Service expects impacts to crest at 12.5 feet, a half foot above flood stage.
And that is enough for some of the basements to get some water down in the lower part of the basement.
Officials don't expect the river to recede or fall below the flood stage until late Saturday. The main concern is homes along the Grand River in Kent County, with potential flooding in neighborhoods like Brigador Trail and Comstock Park. With likely basement flooding, homeowners along the river are being told to keep their valuables high up above the water line.
So anything that's on the floor in the basement is obviously something that, these folks right now are in the process of preparing for and getting, above where that water could go.
Some roads are already closed north of Grand Rapids. Conkle Drive's northeast off Jupiter Avenue is blocked off, with part of the road completely submerged in water. In East Grand Rapids, Reeds Lake Boulevard is closed from Dutchess to Manhattan after several inches of water from Reeds Lake had covered part of the road. Matt Crozier, the county's emergency management coordinator, says drivers should just turn around. It's not worth it.
You don't know what the condition of that road is. Sometimes the water saturation to that roadway underneath is enough to wash it out, and you wouldn't know that from looking at the top.
Not only to protect yourself, but homeowners there, because Crozier says driving through flooded roads can push the water toward their property, making things worse.
Any fluctuation in that water can affect their personal belongings, either in their yard or maybe in their basement.
While there is concern, officials aren't sounding the alarm in Kent County. It's nothing like when the Grand River reached nearly 22 feet in 2013, causing thousands of residents to evacuate their homes, or other flooding events since then.
Even last year during, I think it was in May, we had water over all of the road. We had water up to the foundations on a lot of the homes right here in Comstock Park. Really not expecting much of that. It could happen in some areas here and there, but not widespread, we don't think.
Kent County officials were also keeping an eye on ice jams coming from the Portland area, which is also seeing its own flooding concerns. But most of that ice has already worked its way through the river, and it's no longer a concern. Live in Plainfield Township, Byron Tollefson, News 8.